He's just who I am at this point, so like...
Come on! G'day David, how are you?
Hey, good, you
My name's Luke, I'm one of the nurses here at Community Health. Would you like me to call you David or Dave?
Dave's fine. Nice to meet
Do
you.
you mind if I take a seat?
It's all yours.
Fantastic. What have you been up to today?
Nothing much. I took that off work, you know,
Yeah.
couldn't get myself in there. So
Yeah, okay. What do you do for work?
I'm a journalist.
A journalist? Who for?
I work for the Herald Sun.
The Herald Sun, okay. So do you go to work in the city
Oh,
each
no,
day?
I wish. I just monitor their online stuff.
Yeah, okay.
Nothing too interesting.
Yeah, so do you work from home, do you?
Home, there is an office I go to in Ballarat occasionally, but,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah, okay. And you enjoy that?
No.
Not really?
Nah, I thought I'd be doing, you know, real stuff, like proper,
Yeah.
you know, reporting, doing real news, not
Yeah.
the local sports for whatever it was this
Yeah.
day or
Yeah.
whatever local show is happening.
Yeah, no, I can understand. So David, I had a call from one of the doctors here at the clinic and they asked me to come down and have a chat with you about some concerns you've been having. Is that alright if we have a chat about things?
Yeah, sure. I mean, like, about a month ago my dad died, and...
So sorry to hear.
Yeah, cheers, but it's like, don't be sorry, it's his own fault.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah.
fucking smoked all his life
Yeah.
and gave him lung cancer and it killed him, you know? Who could have seen that coming?
Yeah.
And in saying that, I'm, 38 now? I've been smoking since I was 20 at uni,
Yeah, okay.
so I'm doing the exact same things he was doing. And I can't seem to stop. You know, I tried before, didn't work. Tried many times, never works. You know, it's just like, I don't want to end up the same way he did, you know,
Yeah.
to having that really uncomfortable, that really uncomfortable death. But I'm just putting myself through it. I
Yeah.
can't change.
Yeah, okay, okay. So do you feel that your dad's death has kind of prompted you to come in? What are you feeling? What are you feeling at the moment? Is it anxiety? Is it other feelings or?
I don't know. Think I've tried to quit 7 or 8 times and
Yeah.
I can't, you know.
Yeah.
I've accepted that at this point, like,
Okay.
it's not an option for me. So, but I know where it's leading me, you know,
Yeah.
because of what happened to Dad.
Yeah.
So I guess I'm just screwed, really.
Yeah. Do you find it frustrating that you've tried to quit and you feel that nothing's working? Or?
I'll call it frustrating. I'll keep it appropriate.
Yeah.
Frustrating will be the word I'll use.
Okay, okay. So Jack, do you mind me asking, in the past, what sort of, I suppose, methods have you used to try and quit smoking?
I just stopped.
Yeah.
You know, just kind of like tried to stop buying them.
Yeah, you really kind of just cold turkey things. Okay, okay. Have you ever thought about other methods, you know, or even seeing a GP in the past?
No.
Yeah.
I mean, like, I don't really want to have to make it a whole thing, you know. I don't want, you know, work to find out that I'm,
Yeah.
you know, got all this shit wrong with me.
Yeah.
I just want to fix it.
Yeah. Okay. And it would be nice, wouldn't it, if we could just click our fingers and have things we struggle with could just get better. Absolutely. So, do you feel that you know, what is it about seeing your work finding out that concerns you?
Because if I end up going through all this, you know, crap with a doctor and having to do all this extra stuff, you know, I might, you know, there's an opportunity I might get to move to Melbourne and work out of there.
Yeah.
But if I have all this extra baggage with me, why would they want me?
Yeah, I can understand. Yeah. So Melbourne's kind of your end goal, is it? Where you want to be?
Oh, it's the first of many steps.
Yeah, absolutely. Where can you end up once you go from Melbourne? Where do you want to see it? In 10 years' time, where do you see yourself?
10 years' time?
Yeah.
Not into Australia, I tell you that.
Yeah, really? You want to travel?
Absolutely not.
You want to travel with your journalism, do you think?
Well, if I want to make money, yeah.
Yeah.
Nothing interesting happens here.
Yeah, no, I understand. Australia's quite boring, especially this part of the world. It's very cold.
Way too cold.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, if I could jump up and get into America, that's where the big money is.
Yeah, America's fantastic. I travelled there once. I will go back again. But,
Where'd you go?
well, we went to New York and San Francisco and all sorts of places. It was
Nice.
fantastic, yeah. So, back to the, I suppose the smoking thing. Like, in your mind, at this point, how far are you willing to go to kind of give up smoking? Is it one of those things where you're kind of at the end of the line and you feel like you could do anything, or are you really trying to find that one solution that will work well for you?
I can't change anything too much. It'll affect my work.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because when I did, I had to stop going on smoke breaks at work, and everyone was asking, "Oh, what's going on?" And that freaked me out more. And then, and then I had to just do it in secret, and I bought more for home.
Yeah. It sounds like you're keeping a lot back from a lot of people. Yeah, and that, I can imagine, it'd be very frustrating. Yeah. So, without changing a lot of things, are there any things you've heard about, like in the Facebook or medical sites, or techniques you've wanted to try that you just don't know how to start? Or
No, like all that 1-800 quit crap doesn't work.
Yeah.
Some of my workmates have gone through that and never ends up working for them. They always end up back at square one, just a waste of time and money.
Yeah.
They're all a big scam.
Yeah, real frustrating. And I suppose doing things via phone and online, not having that person there in front of you.
What's there to do online?
Yeah, well, that's right. Yeah, absolutely. Do you feel that going down the road of seeing a GP is something you would ever think about doing, or actually giving a try?
I don't want to, but I'm here.
Yeah. Okay. So what made you come in today? Like, you've mentioned you have concerns about work finding out and whatnot. What really prompted you to come in today and think, you know what, let's put work aside for a moment and let's go into the clinic and see what they can do?
There was this new bloke that got hired, I don't even know, some 20-year-old straight out of uni.
Yeah.
And apparently he's been spouting off that he's got the position in Melbourne, like it's not going to go to some of us. And because, I'm well out of my prime now, he's probably right. So, like, what's the point in trying so hard at work if they're not going to give me a chance?
Yeah, okay. So you thought, because there's no point kind of trying at work with this new bloke that's been hired, you may as well take that opportunity to come into the clinic and sort things out?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I think it's a very noble thing to do. It's a big decision. It's a scary decision to come into the clinic. And I can understand your anxieties as well about work finding out. And it's something you've kept, quite behind closed doors for quite a while. Are there many people at work that know about your smoking habits and whatnot?
Everyone knows. It's why I can't change, because everyone does it.
Yeah, yeah. So you feel that work is quite really the biggest, I suppose, reason for your smoking at the moment?
Well, I'll go through probably almost a pack at work.
Yeah.
And pick up another pack on the way home.
Yeah.
And then start on that.
Yeah, right.
And then finish that pack the next day.
Yep. Sure. So how many do you think per day you'd be taking?
Pack and a half, what's that, 40?
Yeah, okay. Sure.
Yeah, probably around that.
Yeah. So, well, first of all, well done for coming in. I think it's a fantastic decision. And what I would like to kind of recommend for you is start looking at the options around booking in to see the GP and looking at some treatments. Well, not so much treatments, but pathways that they can recommend. Because I feel like at the moment, work is obviously a big part of why you smoke, and that's also part of the reason why you haven't come in. But if we can get you into a GP and the GP can work with you to start looking at, how we can make cutting back on smoking work with your environment at work with your environment at home, and from there start planning out what direction you'll take to eventually, I suppose your end goal is just stop smoking. Is that where you'd like to end up, is just completely stop, or are you wanting to just cut down, or like...
Well, I mean, I don't really see the point in stopping completely. Like,
Yeah.
I'm already fucked. Like, seeing how Dad went, I've probably already got the cancer. So there's no really point in stopping.
Mm-hmm.
But, like, if I could reduce the chances, that might be...
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely. And I Jack, any small change is a positive thing in smoking. We don't have to necessarily cut smoking out in the next, 6 months. That might not be a realistic goal for you. It might be, within 1-2 years, I'd like to cut down to half a pack a day, and that's fine. I think everyone works at their own pace, and everyone, has their own ability, and that's not a reflection on that person. It's just, that person in general. So for yourself, what do you feel is a realistic goal? Let's say within 6 months, what do you think you could achieve? What would you like to achieve?
What I'd like to achieve? Not get cancer?
Yeah, absolutely. So would you be happy to look at, on that note, booking into a GP, talking with a GP and suggesting to them, cutting back? Because the GP will listen, and if you say to your GP, I can't cold turkey, and I want to look at techniques to cut back, these are my worries or concerns. Is that something you feel you could achieve in that short term?
As long as it's not going to affect my work life.
Yeah, absolutely.
Sure.
Yep. And I suppose that's what's good with our GPs, especially here at our community health at this clinic. The work we do is to make the changes we make here work within your life. We don't want to change your life outside here. We want to change you to work with that life that you're currently living in. And I think, we're looking at your long-term goals. You want to end up in America. That's fantastic. That can be something that we incorporate into that. It might be, by the time I go to America, I don't want to be a smoker. And that might just mean that for the next 6 months we look at cutting back. But that's certainly a discussion to have with the GP and have a chat with them about what you can do to get to that point. So David, how would you feel if we looked at going down that road of booking in with a GP and having a discussion with them about your goals and where you feel comfortable making those changes, and even looking at other techniques that you might not have learnt about that might ease the burden of cutting back smoking while you're at work?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, absolutely. And if you'd like to, I can be present in that conversation. You don't have to go into this alone. There are so many supports here that are going to back you up. And of course, all the things that we talk about here, very confidential. They remain with the people that are, assisting you. It's not going to end up getting out to work. And we can really support you in that. So if you'd like, we can go out to reception together, book in an appointment with that GP. It can be within the next week, it can be in a month's time when you feel comfortable already, and go from there if you'd like.
Yeah, sure, yeah.
Beautiful.
That sounds all right.
Sound all right? Fantastic. Well, hopefully, David, in 10 years' time, we can get you down to America and hopefully, really cut back on this smoking so that you can feel confident about your health.
Thank you, I appreciate that.
Yeah, no worries. All right, well, it's good to meet you, David.
You too, man.
Fantastic. Thank you.